Good morning. Good morning. We are live. Hey, everyone. Welcome to Hack Shack Studios. RT Bear here. I'm a cartoonist, a comic book artist, as it were, storyteller. And I have been working in this wacky industry for almost 40 years. When it's going to be, when 40 years is up, we're going to have a hell of a party. We're going to have a shindig. And we're going to be shooting guns and everything. We're going to have hookers and blow. It's going to be fantastic. Fantastic. So I hope everyone had a terrific weekend. I know I did, and I want to talk a little bit about the weekend. It was great, had fun, but also something really scary and mysterious happened, and I don't know why we didn't film it. Now I know whenever I see those stupid things about haunted houses, and I go, "Why isn't this on camera?" I know now why it's not on camera, because you're freaking the frick out. I just want to. Oh, wait. We got a sign of life, and I always like a sign of life here. So that means I pushed all the right buttons. So Johnny GTO, the cars are badass. So if you have one, you are a lucky man. Yeah, ghosts. It's not even October yet, man. A haunted house? What? Yeah, this house might be haunted. We're going to do some detective work, and we're going to get down to it and see what you guys have to say about it once I tell my story. I'm not sure about this hat. I'm not really a big hat guy. Like I like the shallower ones, but this one's got Inco on it, so that's pretty damn cool. So we got the Inco hats. We got Roland. Oh, hey, Pedro. I'm sorry I didn't say your name. Roland Katsuragi. I hope I got that right. Hookers and blow. We're going back to the flop house. I did live in a flop house. I could actually say I did live in a flop house for a while. Jeff Potts, maybe it's the spirit of Inco. Ooh, and the fatties. No, I was not blowing any fatties at the time. There were no hallucinogens. There was no alcohol. And my wife was there, and she, well, I'll get into the story. You guys are in for like a killer story. Christopher John, good morning. Art T. Bear, good morning, man. I hope you guys had a fantastic weekend. Kevin Thomas, title of video, Art's Haunted House. Soon as I tune in, Art's talking hookers and blow, LOL. I never did the hooker thing, though. It's weird because my friends and I always thought it was sad when you had to get a hooker, because that means that you have no game, right? I mean, you can't get no chicks on your own. You got to pay for them. I never had to do that. Hey, Jason, what is up, man? Miss you on Pontificators. Howdy, Art. Hope things are going well with you. Let's see. Hey, Pedro. Everyone loves the Pedro. We love a little Pedro. Good afternoon. Yeah, that's right. I'm just getting in under the morning here in Texas. Good afternoon, Art and chat. Oh, man, we had some killer Indiegogo, like CG Indiegogos. We had Wraith of God 2. With Aaron Lepresti, did really, really well. And we had Irene. She did good. Was that Saturday? I didn't get to go on the live stream because, I'll just say it. It was Pamela's weekend birthday. Like we start birthdays the weekend before. So we have like this whole like week celebration. That's what we do here at the T-Bear household. So took her out to eat, and I took her on a home shopping spree. So I told her, because usually, when you go shopping, especially for stuff around the house, you have input, your wife has input, and then you kind of come to some kind of agreement. And I told her, we'll go to like Home Goods or whatever these places are, and you can pick out whatever you want, and I'm not going to question it. I'm not going to say anything. So you get it free and clear, no guilt, no nothing, no input from me. And so we did that. And then when we were driving home, I said, I still have a gallon of paint, the paint color that you like, which is the color behind us. It's kind of a blue gray. And this wall, I don't know if you guys remember, it was like a dark brown. It was really horrible. And like part of the house is, well, most of the house is painted in tans and browns, and it's just not nice. It's not good. It's a little too dark. And so I said, I'll paint the room for you. And she said, cool, that'll be nice. And so that was my weekend. And she joined in too. She helped out. And we're not done yet. Everything turns out to be more work than it seems. But we got, I'd say about 2/3 of it. It's mostly just the detail stuff that's left. And so that leads into my haunted story. But I'm going to go back to the chat. Hello, RT Bear. Did you listen to D23? How disappointing. I want to do something. I want to do a show on the D23. I wasn't there. And the thing is, I can't talk with any authority because I don't really know, but I could probably string along some feelings and thoughts because the Disney company, which I love, let me see if you can see my Disney map right there. So that's my Disney map. Let me see if I can move this over a little bit more. There it is right there. So that's from 1975. So I bought that when I was a kid going to Disneyland. So I like the Walt Disney stuff. I like all that stuff. I mean, obviously I got a Disneyland gallery poster in the back or print, and I got animation cells and all kinds of stuff. But it's not the company it used to be. It's not even close. And so yeah, I would like to talk about it. And also there's Disney's got that Pinocchio. Oh my gosh. Oh, yeah, I want to talk about that and that Little Mermaid, which I don't really have much to say about that because I was Little Mermaid, and Amanda wasn't even born yet, so I don't really have any thoughts on that movie. I think I saw it, but I don't really have much thoughts. I mean, they race swapped the character, but whatever. And then there's She-Hulk. I did watch the first 2 episodes of that. Oh my gosh, what the hell are they doing? And there's another show. It's a cartoon. I think it's on Netflix or something. And it's a little girl, and she's the daughter of Satan. And I saw a trailer for it, and it looked absolutely horrible. I don't know what it's called. I can't remember. Unless the walls are bleeding, I'm calling bullshit. The walls didn't bleed. It was pretty crazy. I'm going to say right now too, before I get to the scary story, I don't believe in that shit. I don't believe in ghosts. I don't believe in spirits. I don't believe in any of that stuff. I kind of believe in an afterlife, but I don't believe in spirits and poltergeists and all that kind of shenanigans. This is how I feel, and I'm probably going to contradict everything, but I just want to let you know, man, I'm Agent Scully in X-Files. I am not the believer. I am the skeptic. So like I said, there was stuff happening and we did not film it. So I'm starting to even understand, because I used to be like, well, if there was stuff happening, why don't we see it? Why don't we have more proof of it? And when I tell my story, you might understand, and I'll understand why. Let's see. Ghost means you can charge them rent. Can I? Do they have money? If they do, hell yeah. Once the owner of my old apartment stopped by to collect rent from the landlady, and we could clearly hear footsteps up the stairs, but she didn't answer. So I called her. She said she was still at the bank. Ay, ay, ay. This is going to be crazy. We're going to get off the hook. as the kids say, haunted house. Uh, Chief Justice, what is that? Optipops? Optipops? Yeah, Salta Foundation. Where's the ghost? Oh, I'm gonna get into it. Oh, maybe I should do it with Pedro. I should do the where we talk about the Pinocchio trailer. Get Pedro in here. Maybe we could do it as a pontificator since I got Bob here too. I want to like Disney, but modern Disney is brutally disappointing. I concur. I concur 100%. We're gonna go on Disney for a while, and then I'm gonna show you some stuff, and then I'm gonna get into my story. On a video from Disney, they said that they have an average person arrange things and start opening up their imagination, and they said it's how we get Imagineers. I told my dad, and he laughed. He said, "Yeah," and also it's weird because that Bob Chapek he's talking in the same way that our politicians talk, that Marvel talked, and everybody. What they're doing is they're putting everybody in these categories, right? Like, well, if you're a Republican, then you're this. If you're a Democrat, you're this. Well, it's mostly the Republicans. You know, the Democrats are doing it to the Republicans. It's mostly coming from a more progressive side, to be honest. But what the progressives or SJWs are doing is they categorize. And so I heard that Bob Chapek is saying, like, these are our legacy fans. These are our super fans. And these are our average fans. It's like, why do you have to even do that? Why don't you just call them fans of Disney, or that they just like your stuff? Why does it have to even be fans? And why do you have to do that? When you start doing that, then you start discriminating. And that's what he's doing. He's like, just like what Marvel did with their legacy or super fans, you know, Marvel Zombies, is they started like just calling them names because they wanted to change the direction of the publishing company, and they were kind of ostracizing the hardcores. And that's what Disney's doing now. And then they build a campaign around it, like, well, you're bad, we don't want your business, like these type of things. It's like, well, if it wasn't for you, you wouldn't even have a business. You know, if it wasn't for us, I should say, you wouldn't even have a business. Technically, Ariel isn't even human. The original book had heavier Christian overtones. Yeah, and it's a Danish story too. My people were not around in Denmark. No, Lou Ferrigno. That is scarier than the story I'm going to tell. The truth is out there. Woo! Yeah, we're gonna get down to it. I love you. I love you too. I love you. All right, let me see if I can catch up. It is a haunted by ghosts of Marvel Comics talent. Disney has a this is drunk banana. You can do some really bad stuff with a drunk banana. You could even impregnate poor ladies. Christopher John, Disney has a horror preview out, and it didn't repulse me. A horror preview? Huh. I know they're going to redo the Haunted Mansion. Ew, why? Don't. Stop it. I haven't seen the trailer for Werewolf by Night. I know that, what was the vampire movie that Marvel did? I think that did very, very poorly. I don't think people liked it. I thought the trailer looked okay, though. It's simply camera in hotspots, post videos on your channel, rent paid, LOL. Come on. At the moment, I'm high on edibles. I'm ready for a ghost story. You're going to get it. Let me, oh, shoot. I'm always behind in the chat. I apologize. I like reading every one of what you guys say. Every comment. I don't like to just go through willy-nilly, as they say. Kelly says, where's the ghost? I'm not afraid of no ghosts. Hello, darlings. All right. Talking about Disney advertises for them. Ignore them. Oh, it's Morbius. Yeah. Oh, that was Sony. That was Sony. Oh, let's go. Horror Mike says, in the 80s, I moved into a loft in the top of a garage behind two old house or two-story houses or house. One day, I was sleeping on the floor with my back to the door I had closed. Part one. Ooh. Here's part two. I woke up frozen with fear, heard the door open, could not turn around to see, heard footsteps come up behind me and whisper my name. I blacked out, came to, and I could move again. No one there. Ooh, shit. Were you on edibles too, just like Pedro? Pedro's a pothead. He's a loady. We used to call him loadies in the day. He's a loady. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. It's not going to be what you guys think, though. I gotta do this, man. I'm so proud of this damn book. I'm so proud of this damn book, and I'm so proud of all my backers and all the damn support that Black and White Volume 2 Man versus Machine has gotten in a world where law and order is often blurred to gray. Justice can only be bump, bump, bump. Black and White. We are 1,341 backers, 113,623. That is no small feat, you guys, and that's all because of you. It's all because of the support. Guy, I'm going to do a live stream. I'll do a live stream. I'll promise this week. It'll probably be later this week, and I'm going to show off some progress pages. This book is looking fantastic. I am. We are up to page 45 in pencil form. About a third of that number is penciled and inked, but it is coming along very, very slowly. But it is coming along, you guys, and it is looking great. No compromise, no cutting corners. It is everything I can possibly put into a project. Is what I'm putting into it. So yeah, this is Man versus Machine. That's the main cover. Here is the variant by Kenneth Rocafort. Look at that bad boy. Black and White battling robots. This one is Joe Bennett, the great Joe Bennett, fresh off being canceled by Marvel, another company that used to be pretty damn amazing. And he was working on the Hulk. And the writer got uppity, and I guess his politics were better than Joe's politics. So Joe got fired. And so this is the first thing that Joe did after he was let go by Marvel, which Marvel's lost. Look at this. Look at this talent. So both those you guys can back in their own tier and also as add-ons. We have, speaking of Pedro Ang, we have the High Octane Black and White. This is a 22-page animated adventure written by the great Von Klaus and drawn by Pedro Ang. And Pamela right now is editing the dialogue, and we are going to send that off to the letterer very, very soon. The artwork is all done, pencils, inks, and colors. And Pedro hit a grand slam home run. This is volume 1, second printing. The first one completely sold out. And if you guys don't know, this is a 2-part origin saga. So the first 2 issues will basically give you everything you need to know about the team, about the characters, and about the world. And I think it's pretty fantastic. It is loosely based on the 1994 3-issue miniseries done by Image Comics, or published by Image Comics. And so the first issue is kind of a reimagining of the first 2 issues with new art, new color, pretty much the whole thing is brand new. But it's closer to the original first 2 issues. And then the third issue, which is a 68-page, so you can see it's well beyond the original issue 3, which was just a 22-page story. That veers greatly from the original with all brand new artwork. But it is a I want to hesitate saying reimagining, which it is, but it really goes well beyond anything that the original 3 issues covered. So we got that. We still have a few of the Grey Capullo variants. We have original artwork. The only original artwork you can get right now is in these layouts, and they're only $40, you guys. So they're pretty tight, and I think we're halfway sold out of these. So there's probably like 30 left. And then click the link in the description, and you can come by and see all the cool freebies, stretch goals that you guys get, and all the neat upgrades that we unlocked for you as well. So this is, like I said, it's a labor of love. It is coming together a little slower than I would like, but like I said, I do not want to compromise anything. We have Inco t-shirts. We still have some of those available. We have actually 60 of these sold. So most of you guys are getting them as add-ons. So we got quite a few Inco shirts that have been ordered. We have a lot of the wraparounds as well. I think there's 30 of these that have been ordered. So we have them in all kinds of sizes. And then the extra large are a little bit more money just because they charge me more money. So that's why I do that. So yeah, we got the black and white wraparounds, and then we have the Inco tees as well. So business taken care of. All right, let's get down to business and talk about the ghosts. Yeah, this is going to be a blast. Let's see. Feign Lowlife. Ooh. This ghost story build is intense. Sell it, Art. Fuck yeah. We're going to sell this bad boy. Hey, we got Cam. Now we got a party. It's a party. It's a party. Yeah. This will be the final form. I can't wait till you guys get to see it. It's gonna be epic. Okay. Let's see. Roland says this is black and white. It's further exploring the world established in. Yeah. But it's like the whole world is different. Like there weren't really like robots weren't like the main like they weren't in society. There were these mechs, but they were like the exception. In this world, it's kind of an imaginary future where robots exist. Reed is still a spy for the British Secret Service, but MI10 now is a robot division. So he's basically works as a robot hunter, or did work as a robot hunter for MI10. So yeah, so there's a lot of cool stuff. Sean says, forget Ghost. Art lives with a hellhound. He's getting better. All right. See no Prince before Art. No. The Ghost of Vernon Butts. I'm going to tell that story again for Halloween. And I'm going to start getting the Halloween decorations out soon. And I think Billy's going to come on. He likes those like serial killer stories and stuff. And so he's going to come on and we're going to talk about it again. He digs that stuff for some reason. Aloha, Art. I know you're a rocker, my son. And I saw Poison, Def Leppard, and Motley Crue this last week. All 3 of those bands? Holy shit. Last weekend, and they rocked. Seriously, that's killer. Citizen Ronan says, I used to listen to Art's Bell's Ghost to Ghost call in every Halloween. Pretty spooky. Eek, a co-host. All right, you guys. I did. I was gonna say I I'm going to do a little bit of research. I did type this in before the show, but I'll tell the story first, and then we'll see how legit this is. Because I was kind of surprised. Like I said, I didn't do really a whole lot of research, but I was surprised that the search things came up. Let's just say. Um, and then I'm going to tell my story, and then you guys chime in and just let me know if this is legit or if we can figure out some legit physical reason why. Okay. All right. All right. You guys sitting down. All right. This is going to be epic. All right. So, like I said, Pamela's birthday weekend, right? So, got her some stuff, and most of the stuff that she bought for the house was for the dining room. So then I was thinking, I had when we moved in, I said, well, I'll paint this room up because I know you don't like it this color. And so then she went to the home supply. I don't know what those places are called, home decor. And so she got her stuff. And when we were driving home, I said, I still have some of the paint that you like. I'll paint up the dining room for you. And so, she was like, yeah, like she got really, really excited. It was great, man. It like gifts on your birthday and stuff like that. We're kind of past that. So we more like practical gifts, or like, where you put like time into something, like, paint a room or design something or make something, that type of stuff. But mostly we just like to go out, and we're still going to do that. And her birthday is on Tuesday. So that is the professionals, and I'm hosting the professionals this Tuesday. So we won't be able to go out to dinner that night. So like I said, we have this whole kind of week that leads up. So every day we're going to do something special. So I took her out over the weekend. So that was our big dinner. So, but she's going to get like smaller nights on the town, as we get, countdown to her birthday. All right. So I'm in there painting the dining room, right? So I have the air. You can't really live here without air conditioning. So it's in the daytime. There's the air's on, right? And so it's we're she's coming in. We're painting. We're doing our thing. Everything's good. Nothing weird is happening, and so then it's getting into the evening time. And so Pamela doesn't like the air on in the evening. I don't really like it either, actually, now that I think about it. It gets too cold. Some people like it. I don't like it. And you can change the thermostat, but we really don't need it either. So we turned off the air conditioning. And so we're still working in the room. Keep in mind, the windows are closed as well. So probably not good working with paint and having the windows closed, but no windows, no open windows, no air conditioning, no fans, no nothing. Okay. So now it's evening time. So we have a chandelier. Most dining rooms have a chandelier. So we have a chandelier. Hold on. I need to take a drink. Okay. So we got the chandelier, right? And it's a heavy mofo, right? It's a heavy piece of lighting. All right. So I sit down and take a break, and the chairs are kind of in the hall in the entry. And so I went there. So I have perspective on the room. I can see the whole room. I'm not in the room. I'm outside of the room. And then Pamela's like hanging some stuff on the walls, and she's just having a good time, right? And she's doing stuff. And so I'm looking, and right above me, I mean, I can see the whole room. I can see her. I can see the chandelier. I can see everything, right? And so all of a sudden, and I swear this happened. Okay. The chandelier is not moving. It's stationary. It starts moving. And see this? That's how it's moving. It's not moving like this. It's moving like this. And I'm like, holy shit. It's like seeing a stationary object, right? That no one's touching it, just starts moving on its own, just back and forth. And I was like, holy shit. And she was nowhere near it. She was nowhere near it. And the table that's underneath it is big. So you can't hit it. You can't really touch it. The table is so big that you would have to really go out of your way to touch it. And also, Pamela's not a tall person, so she didn't walk by it. She didn't slap it. Even if I don't know if she could reach it. And I was sitting down. I wasn't even in the room. And she wasn't even close to it. So that chandelier, I'm not kidding. It was rocking back and forth, probably a foot either side, just boom, 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 boom. And I was like, holy shit. So then my brain is going into why, right? Like, why is this? And so I asked her, I said, is the air conditioning on? She said, no, I turned it off like I always do. So I went and I looked. It was off. Windows are closed. There's nothing even tall enough in the room that she could have accidentally bumped it, which she didn't. I was watching the whole thing. Okay. So there was no physical reason for it to move. It wasn't bumped. There was no wind. And also, if there was wind or air conditioning, we run the air all the time. It's never moved like that before, right? Like, it moved a lot. Like, if it was just the wind, from the air conditioning, it would probably like move slightly, but it moved a lot. And on top of that, it lasted. Oh my gosh, we should have timed it. It was over 5 minutes. I mean, it moved that far for about 5 minutes. And then it slowly kind of went back to normal, but it took a long time. So probably from the time it started moving to the time it stopped was probably about 10, 13 minutes, something like that. It was a long, long time. And like I said, it went from 0 to 60. It just started moving like this instantly. It didn't move a little and then kind of build. It started swinging right from the get-go. Boom, boom, boom. And also it was swinging perfectly left to right. So it's on a single like pivot. So, and I'm not saying that she did, but if it was bumped, it would probably spin a little bit. It didn't. It just rocked left to right. And I see some people, let me see, talking about earthquakes. I've been in earthquakes. Let me see what you guys say. Lose gamma gas. No! How dare you? No, she saw it, but she didn't see it. I saw it go from no movement to movement. She didn't see that, but she saw the movement. And it's a pretty good sized room. And when I saw it starting to move, she was nowhere to be found. I mean, she was nowhere close to it at all. So, and like I said, I don't think she could have touched it, even if she wanted to. Jeff Potts says, all of a sudden, I have the intro to the X-Files playing in my head. Woo! All right. I think my house is haunted too. Well, I don't know. I don't want to jump to conclusions. I'm going to let you guys help me out. Joe Bernard says, Art, was there earthquake or tremor? We did look, and there was no news of it if there was. But we have other objects in the house that would have been affected too, but they weren't. We have other like hanging lamps and stuff like that, and nothing moved because we searched the house. We looked the house afterwards because we lived in California, so we're quite used to the effects of earthquakes, and there was nothing else in the house that was affected by, and we didn't feel the house move. There was no sound. Like sometimes the house will creak or crack or whatever. Nothing like that. There was no, where you could physically feel the movement. There was nothing like that at all. So we did look it up. Hold on. And Texas does get quakes. They don't get quakes like California, but they do get some earthquakes. But there was nothing like that. There was no tale of that. There was no news. There was no nothing. That is freaky indeed. Wormhole. I don't know what that means. Multiverse. Oh, now you guys are just putting me on. Hey, I'm serious, you guys. Don't mess with me. This is serious shit. Earthquake or a need for Vinkman. Oh shit. Maybe we do need to call in some Ghostbusters. Why is there a snake coming out of that urn? Oh shit. Don't. That's scarier than freaking ghosts. Vibrations from walking on floor, maybe. But we were on the ground level. Somebody would have had to been walking upstairs. And also that room right there where the light is, that's above the dining room. And that door is always closed. So the dog doesn't even go in there. Nobody goes in there. Yeah, so vibrations. That thing was moving, dude. It wasn't, I don't know, vibrations wouldn't move it like that. It was just Texas, what is that? Mosquitoes bumping up. The Texas mosquitoes are smaller than California mosquitoes. No, I didn't. I was sitting down. I wasn't even anywhere near it. Either was Pamela. She was in the room, but she was nowhere near it. Like I said, I could see the whole room. So it's just like looking, like me looking at the screen right now. And let's just say that light right there was the chandelier. So everything's stationary, and then all of a sudden it starts moving back and forth. And there was no, if she hit it, there would have been a ting or something like that. Let me do this. There would have been something. And so, like I said, and the table's so big, she couldn't have touched it. And we didn't have anything big in the room, like she was carrying something and then kind of banged it or something, like a broomstick or something. There was nothing like that in the room. There was nothing. And like I said, you would have heard some kind of sound like that she hit it. Creepy. That is freaky. Ezra Miller vibrating at high frequency. I don't want to hear those words, Ezra Miller vibrating, ever again out of your mouth, Kevin. Never. High on paint fumes. Possibly. That is probably the best explanation so far. Love the bearded. Let's see what Citizen Rona says. Maybe they don't like the color you chose for the wall. Maybe. Distant construction. That would have been some serious ass construction, man. Oh shit. Maybe that brown paint was keeping the entity at bay. I'm going to tell Pamela that. Internet gas. No. You guys are not helping. Come on, Mark, come through. Obviously, what is that? Chupacabra. The chupacabra got in your house. I've never seen that word written before. Horror Mike, come on. Give me an explanation. Has a point. You just painted the room. How old was the previous paint job? I was wondering if there was something under the paint. We didn't paint the ceiling. We didn't paint the ceiling. We didn't touch the paint. Oh, magic backpack. No. You know what? I'm going to look into that. But, we just bought this house, and legally, I don't know about Texas, but in California, if anybody dies in the house, you have to disclose that. I don't know how Texas is, so I'm going to look into that at lunch with Pamela and see if anybody died in the house. Maybe she was banging on the wall, vibrations that might. I'm telling you, it's just like, okay, I'm looking at the room right now. So what you see behind me is like me looking at the room. Nothing's moving. Let's just say that Disney gallery just started moving back and forth. That's what it was like. Because I took the whole room in, like I was scrutinizing the room because we had just painted it and she was decorating it and stuff. So I was looking at everything. And also, how do you not see the light source? Like that lamp, like I said, if that was moving, the light also tracks. The light moves too. So the light on the walls move. So you can't miss it. It would have to be a major vibration. And also, it swung for a long time. Like it was swinging for a long time. The only thing, I mean, if it was bumped, it would have swung like that. But she didn't bump it. Probably that fat ass CB. I hate that guy. I don't know. I don't know what I did to piss off the ghost. I think maybe Pedro's right. Maybe the brown paint was keeping them at bay. And so when you paint over it, then the curse is released. Maybe. I blame Irene for everything. It was the ghost of Mark Brooks' career. Let's see. Go clean your pool. Oh, that's one of the scariest when she falls in all that mud. And then those cadavers come up. Ugh. No, I didn't. Like I said, this is where I'm going to go after this, okay? Like I said, I'm starting to understand why there aren't things recorded. Because at first I was just like, this is really weird. And then you start getting like, you start thinking about it. And you're like, nobody touched this thing. This thing's really moving, and it's moving like crazy on its own. And so Pamela and I were just like, we were just dumbfounded. We were just like, holy shit. Like you kind of get frozen in fear. And the fear didn't happen right away for me. Like I said, I don't believe in that stuff. So I didn't instantly go, there's a ghost, but I couldn't think of any. I'm a very practical, pragmatic person for the most part. And I didn't see anything. So no, I did not. Okay. And the sustain length was pretty strange. Yes, indeed. The length is the weird part. It took a long time. I stared at that thing. Like I said, I never, once Pamela came over, we just looked at it until it stopped. And then I went over and I got a stepping stool so I could kind of get up high enough. And I leaned and I kind of tried to pick it up. It's really heavy. So even if Pamela hit that thing, which she didn't, but if she did, I don't think it would have moved that far. I mean, she would have really had to whack that thing because it was heavy. This house could have been built on an ancient Indian burial ground. You moved the headstones, but you didn't move the bodies. Oh, there it is. I knew someone was going to get rodents in the wall. The house was just fumigated. A few months ago, we had a guy come in and do an update, and he gave us the all clear. So I don't think so. Citizen Ronan, it was moving like a clock pendulum. Yeah. It was counting down. Someone living in the ceiling. How could somebody be living in a ceiling? They'd have to be really tiny. I don't know. I don't even know if I believe in ghosts. Let me try to catch up. Poltergeist 2 for the win. Okay, here's Jeff Potts. This sounds like a real question. Did the realtor mention anything about the previous owner being a serial killer? This is not serious. And serial victims being bricked up in the walls. Just asking. But I am going to, the Llorona. I'm going to look, I am going to look into what the law here is. Low blood sugar. Come on. Give me some credit. Artist living in a murder house. No. I think I might have broke the seal. Interdimensional demons are coming in. No Ouija boards. My wife is really like, she believes in all that stuff. So like the Ouija board is not a game to her. I was like, we were talking about the Ouija board because I think Amanda wanted one when she was young or something like that. She's like, I'm not going to give, those things. That's how you summon demons and stuff like that. And I said, it's made by Milton Bradley. Like it's a freaking toy. Like, how do you summon demons with a Milton Bradley mass-produced board game? Ouija boards are not real, people. Dog sense spirit. Inca was barking at the dog wasn't barking. Is the ghost okay? Why are you guys concerned about the ghost? Team Mulder and Skull. Yeah, so my wife is a believer. I'm not. So I'm still looking for real practical reasons. DeWolf says, make some audio recordings at different times and see if there's an EVP whisper on it. So you just use the phone and just record like in that room? I should tell my daughter. She knows all that stuff. Yeah. The ghost would have gotten away with it too if it hadn't been for the arts meddling. Yeah, also, the thing is, if it was the air conditioning, which it was off, or some external thing like that, we would have seen it before. It would have moved. We would have seen it move before. The only thing that kind of makes sense is that there was some kind of like earthquake or something. So Hasbro gets money from the Illuminati, so maybe they are evil. Did they? Oh my gosh. Why not, right? It's none of it's real. None of it's real anyway. It's all phony baloney. Okay. My wife says that she went on the Ouija board and some crazy shit happened, but I don't believe that. I don't believe any of that paranormal stuff. My friend has a Ouija board she found in an abandoned house that says it was made in maybe because then you can go, well, it's authentic, right? But something that's mass produced in a factory by a bunch of Japanese people, how supernatural could that be? in Salem. Well, it's in Salem, so this is a 2 for 2. So it was made in the 1800s in Salem. So yeah, that Ouija board might have some credibility. Oh man, we got this is early for you, John Malin. I talked to Jack Kirby on the Ouija board. He said, "I'm the next him." Humboldt. Oh man, that's like passing the torch from the afterlife to John Malin. You guys heard it here. So apparently, John Malin has one of those 1800 Ouija boards from Salem, Mass. Malin is the curse. He's not cursed. He is the curse. Okay. So, oh shit. I just want to read all your crazy comments. Okay, so like I said before the show, I typed in like this phenomenon, and I just did it just to see, right? So I typed in why would a chandelier move on its own, right? So Ghost in My House, please read how to keep chandelier from swinging. I'm not going to go with that. I saw this. All right, you guys. I don't know if you can see this. Can I make it bigger? Look. That's what it was doing. I hope you guys can see this. I don't know if I can make this bigger. Is this it? Here we go. I don't know if you can see that. See how far it's swinging? That's what it was doing. This is awful video. But see how long it's going? So if I videotaped it, this is what you would see. So it's not definitive anyway. So even if I videotaped it, I could still be, I still could have bumped it and then start videotaping. The only way it would have, if I videotaped, the only way it would have proved my point is if I was videotaping and it wasn't moving, and then all of a sudden it moved. Like what I saw. Look at this guy tempting fate. Don't do it, Uncle Fester. That bald guy is tempting fate. Don't. So I don't know. But this thing's taking different directions. The one in our dining room just moved left to right. It didn't go like around. It was just swinging like a pendulum, like somebody said. How many people are in this freaking house? Is this a house or an apartment? Ooh, now we're getting better footage. But see the light, see the shadow? That's it's moving, man. And it was moving like this for a long ass time too. All right, so I'm going to exit full screen. I have another one. I don't know. Can I just go to it? Oh, that's not it. Oh, come on, man. What the hell happened here? All right, here we go. I hope you can see this one now. Why is it doing this? All right, this is what can you see this, you guys? Hopefully you can see this. This is about the height of our ceiling. Hey. Oh, I see. It just runs out. Let me. That's what ours was doing, just like that. Let me read some of the comments here. I'm going to swing from the chandelier. Oh, come on, you guys. Be serious. There are greater things in heaven and earth, Horatio, than a dreamt of in our philosophies. Whatever. That guy's too deep for me. All these lucky ass people in California, and I'm on the other side of the country. Fascinating house, Shark Tank fishes, whatever. I saw this on Ghost Adventures last night. Awesome. Looking forward to visiting one day. What is this? Oh, this is the Winchester Mansion. This is all phony baloney anyway. The video is taken during the summer of 2013 by Chris, who was our closing operations manager, checking the progress of the mansion tour. The chandelier can be seen in the final room of the tour. Notice the teacups on the table, which are not. Okay, so things are moving, but the teacups are not. Well, he could have smacked that thing and then retreated and took a picture. All right. Well, that doesn't necessarily prove anything. Let's see. Did we do this one? Let's do this one. Oh, there's bats on. These are creepy people anyway. I think the bulbs are purple.
Can you make that move a little faster? How about the other direction?
Oh, come on, this is nothing compared to what I saw. I gotta go smack it. I gotta touch it so it can start spinning. Oh, come on, dude. You're spinning it. Chandelier moves on its own. You just turned it.
Especially, you were all standing there.
This is phony baloney. Haunted across America, paranormal activity was caught on camera while investigating nightmare. Those people, it's all phony. We don't need that phony baloney. Hey, like I said, man, I am not one of those weirdos like that. I don't believe in the supernatural. I don't believe in any of that stuff. My wife does, but I don't. And back and forth for far like that for about 5 minutes. It didn't stop or slow down until about 13 minutes in. All right. No, not in my house. Both people would be jerking off or watching it from downstairs. Haunted, no forces. I don't know. The big long one that was in that hallway where all those people, the first one I showed, that one looked like it could possibly be legit. But come on, like the Winchester Mansion house, that's little suspect. And then those other people, those were like just a bunch of creepies that want to believe in scary shit. All right. We followed you for Millennial Art back. Okay. All right. Horror Mike says it's possible the house settled on the second floor, caused chandelier to sway for a few minutes. You might look for a hairline crack in the ceiling of the second story floor. Thank you, Mike. Finally. Yes, I will do that. And just to add to that point, it is cooling down. So sometimes like when a house goes from hot to cold, it will do that kind of popping and I guess expanding and contracting kind of thing. the bros should go ghost hunting. I'd pay to see that show. My daughter does that stuff. She's got a YouTube channel where she goes on little ghost expeditions. I read that. Sorry. Or maybe it's one of those Ethan ancestors put out some pie. Possibly. Okay, what is this? Check out my buddy Lee and his haunted horse here. Oh, I thought you were going to have a chandelier. We need chandelier stuff. So apparently chandeliers are a thing. Demons give cold shoulders to goth, too cringy. Yeah, I think that's what that last one was. And then he moves the camera like, oh, you can't see my hand. Come on. Is the AC vent close to the chandelier? It's not close, but it is in the ceiling. And I thought of that, but the air was not on. The air conditioning was not on. And also, we've run the air before, and we've spent time in that room, and the lamp has never moved before. So I don't know why all of a sudden, even if the air was on, I don't know why the chandelier would move. It was moving like this. It was not moving like this. It was moving like this for at least 10 minutes, like it was possessed. Like it didn't slow down. It didn't minimize. It was doing that exact movement for at least 5 minutes. And then it didn't slow down fully until about 13 minutes. But there was at least 5 minutes that it was doing the same exact arc all the way. And I was thinking if it was bumped, it would have started slowing down sooner, but it did not. Like I said, dudes, I don't believe in this shit. I don't know what happened. I don't. I just said it's haunted just because, for clickbait. But I don't usually go right for that. I saw these two guys. There used to be this morning show in California called Mark and Brian, and they had this I guess paranormal guy or UFO guy or whatever, and so I think he was the guy that some of that Poltergeist movie was based on, or Exorcist or something like that. Anyways, this guy had some kind of credibility, and I was listening to him talk, and as he's talking, the whole segment, he never mentioned ghosts, poltergeists, or aliens. He never used any of that terminology. He used UFO because that just means unidentified flying object. So that's not saying that they're from another planet or that they're aliens or anything like that. It just means it's an object that you can't identify. And so when he was talking about the ghost stuff, he was saying he never used the term ghost, specter, poltergeist, any of those things. He stayed away from that. And he was saying, I have no idea what I was looking at or what I saw. So he never said anything like that. And then I started thinking, as soon as you say it's a ghost, or if you say it's an alien, or you say that's jumping to a conclusion, right? That's, once you jump to that conclusion, I think your credibility is gone. So as soon as your credibility is gone, then anything you say after that, I don't believe you. So this guy was being very, very careful, not speculating on what it was, just giving you the facts and letting you make up your own mind, which is what I'm trying to do right now. Is I'm just telling you what the situation was, what the room was like before it started moving, what it was like afterwards. I didn't feel a chill. I didn't feel a vibration. I didn't hear anything. That thing just started moving on its own. That's all I know. Let's see. Shifter says, don't worry, it's just the roof settling. You know, in the fell on his head part of the story. I don't know. That would be horrible though, because we just bought this house. If it started falling apart, that would be worse than a ghost, I think. From believer to skeptic, I'm not a believer. Oh, that you were. No, I was always skeptical in this story. I was never a believer. How far are you from Rocket Test? Not very far. Gozer is coming. Dead body on a hammock. I don't know. Wind circulating from ceiling fans. One, we don't have any ceiling fans. I mean, we have a ceiling air conditioner. Like I have one above the. Like, let me see. We have. Can you see it? We have one of those. So that's all we had up there. And that is not powerful enough. Like I said, that chandelier is heavy. And we've never seen it move before. So if it was wind, one, I think we would have felt the wind, that if it was to be blown, because we were in the room. Well, Pamela was in the room. I was. It's got a big doorway, a big opening. So I was in the entry. So I was pretty close to the room, but I wasn't in the room. But she was, and she didn't feel any breeze or any wind or anything like that. So and the AC was turned off. So Patrick's house is haunted. Like I said, even if I recorded it, Comics Legend, it would have just been like those videos that I showed. You would just see the lamp moving, but it wouldn't prove that. I mean, I could have moved it and then turned the camera on. So it wouldn't have proved it anyway. So even if I videotaped the chandelier moving, it wouldn't prove anything. The only way it would have proved anything is if I was videotaping the room, right? I was just like, hey, look at the room. It looks great. Hey, Pamela. And then she waves to the camera. And then like the chandelier is in the shot. And then all of a sudden the chandelier just starts moving on its own. That's the only way I would have been able to prove what I'm saying. The dog is like talking to the ghost. Radon gas leak. No, that's bad, right? That's a bad thing. What? The only explanation for Art Chandelier is that the flat earth tilted. Well, you're going to have to take that up with John Malin. Oh, thank you so much for the super chat. Praetor7 for the $2. You are awesome. Is that hat available for purchase? We're thinking about it. So Elizabeth put this together. So we could do that. I kind of like the flat ones. So I think we were looking into that as well. So we might be able to do something like that if you want. All right, I'm going to read these and I'm going to move on because it's lunchtime. Art, what I saw was real. Art watching other videos. This is all fake. Yeah, I watched those videos but I was kind of surprised that there was even anything that showed up. You know what I mean? Past Master, do you want me to see this? What is this? Is it a lamp or is it just a site? Well, let's see. Let's see. If I click on this, can I go there? No, I can't. I'll check it out. I'll check it out after. But if you guys want, check out Past Master Dan, his link there. Let's see. It may be the connector for the chain 2. That thing was swinging, though. That thing was moving. I could see it just kind of shudder, like if there was some tension and it shifted. I could see it kind of moving a little. I'm not kidding you guys. It was fucking moving. It was moving. You know what? Pamela just got home. Hold on. I'm gonna see if I can get her up here. We're gonna get her testimonial. You guys still hear me? Hey, Pamela, come up. They don't believe me with the lamp. You got to tell them about the lamp, the ghost lamp.
Oh.
Yeah. All right, you guys. All right, Art's full of shit. Art's a liar. Come on. The sweetest woman in the world is going to give you her eyewitness account of what happened. There are some decent explanations, Pamela, for it, but and also you guys wish this lovely lady a happy birthday.
Hi.
Tomorrow's her birthday. All right. So they already heard my eyewitness. I already said you and I are like Mulder and Scully. So I don't believe in this crap, and you do. So you okay. This is like a crime scene. We need details. You're in court, right? So you got to swear on this Bible, this imaginary Bible I'm handing to you right now. And everybody's saying happy birthday to you. Look at all this. Oh, you guys are the best.
Thank you
Angela,
so much.
Angela says, "Puppy, happy birthday, Stephen. Rock with you." We got 6040. We got Admiral Whackass. We got the Beam Pad. We got Kelly. Oh man, everybody is wishing you a happy birthday.
You guys are awesome. Thank you.
They are. They're really.
Make me feel very good.
Yes, Christopher.
Okay, so the other night, Art and I had been painting, and we were moving some things around, and then all of a sudden.
No. Okay. Where were you, and where was I?
You were out of the dining room, totally.
Right.
And I had carried a picture that always goes on a certain wall and had walked out. And you went.
You walked. You were in the room.
And walking back out. Right.
Right. Oh, okay. You were walking towards me.
Yes.
Okay.
And you said, look at the light. And I'm like, okay. And I looked back.
Oh, wait. I'm leading the witness. That is a suspect. Yeah. All right.
But I turned around, and the light from the ceiling was just swaying back and forth. And we couldn't believe it. It wouldn't stop. That was the weird thing. If you bump something, then it slows down and it stops. This would slow down, and then it would pick back up. And then it would slow down and then do it again. So,
but it swung like this.
Yeah.
For about 5 minutes. And then when what she was describing is kind of when it slowed down,
right,
it kind of then would start up again.
Yes.
But not the big swing. Once the big swing stopped, then it kind of went into this smaller movement, and then it eventually.
But it wouldn't stop, which was the weird thing. It would slow almost to stopping, and then it would pick back up again. So Art and I came upstairs. We looked through the room that's directly above it. We looked the whole upstairs. Nothing. We went back down and it was still swinging. So that, and like, Art's like, I don't believe in this stuff, but there's
What else? She didn't you didn't bump it, right?
no.
Am I leading the witness or am I just asking her a question? Jeez.
No, I didn't bump it because it's up high. I'm low.
All right. Steven says this sounds like it's plausible. There's someone living in the gap between the first and second floors. It's the only thing. It's the only thing. Pedro or somebody in the chat said the brown paint that was in the room was holding back the evil spirits. So as soon as we painted it, we released them.
Well, I will tell everyone that the woman who lived here before
It's crazy.
actually had her priest come out and whatever you call it.
Bless the house?
Yes.
When they moved in or when she left?
I don't know, but
Wait a
our
minute.
neighbor told me that she did have the priest come. Now, I have never seen or heard anything weird here. Our house in Corona, yeah. This house, this is the first thing I've ever.
See, I told you she's a believer. So wait.
I believe in God and the Holy Spirit. So
there are ghosts.
There are ghosts.
Okay. So she comes by and says that this house was blessed.
Yes.
By a priest.
I believe she said the priest. She and I had gone to Old Town Spring, and there was a shop there. Although there's a shop there that's owned by witches, it wasn't that shop. But
wait a minute, this is starting to sound scary.
But there was a shop that had these brush-like things outside, and our neighbor said, "Hey, that's like the woman that we bought the house from. Her priest used one of those to bless the house." And I said, "Why would the house need to be blessed like that?" And she said something about the husband had issues, that he had a temper and stuff. Bad feelings.
So you wouldn't bless a house when you left it. You would bless the house
When you move
when
in.
you move in.
Yeah.
But she was already with the guy when they moved in, right?
Right. And then they got a divorce. So apparently he was, from what our neighbor said, he was just a very high-strung sort
Well,
of
somebody
person.
said we need a new priest for a new blessing. Mortal V says, but what if the priest merely upset what was there and the blessing was too weak? Angela says, a priest from the Satanic Temple.
Yeah, never know.
I don't know.
No, I mean, the lady that lived here was Catholic, and she had lots of statues of Mother Mary and stuff
Ooh,
all over.
there was a lot of religious imagery. Wait. Hold on for a sec. Keep talking.
Now you put the
pressure's on.
Yes, I don't know what to say. I can do a song and dance.
Oh, shoot. I think I finally threw it away.
Clearly.
There was a picture of Jesus. Remember, it was in the mirror?
Oh, yeah.
There was a picture. It looked like a photograph of Jesus and was in the bathroom over there.
Yeah.
I can't find it because I didn't want to throw it away because I thought that's where I get weird. Like if it's a religious object, I can't throw it away even if it's a stupid photograph. It looked like it was obviously not a photograph of Jesus. So don't give me any shit.
The Shroud of Turin.
Yeah, but this was it was like one of those little.
Yeah, no, they give those. The Catholics are known for those kind of things.
We do have. Where is that cross from my parents' house?
Amanda had it.
I gave it to her.
Right.
To keep her safe.
It was in her room, yeah. No, I don't know.
Yeah, she's Catholic type. I knew she previously.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. It was strange. I will admit that, and gave me the heebie-jeebies.
Okay, everybody's like, Art left a bunch of stuff of the story out. But see, I didn't want to embellish. I didn't want to go here. Like, I wanted to just do facts. Like, now this stuff is getting supernatural, which you guys are actually digging.
Well, okay, guys, as you all know, I'm a firm believer. The Bible tells us we battle not with flesh and blood, but with the principalities of darkness. They're all around us. So there you go.
Oh, wait. Pedro says she was Catholic. Was she Latina?
Yes.
She was.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to profile here or anything. I'm Latino myself. We Cathol different down here.
Oh, really? So there's like different. I'm not Catholic. I'm a Protestant, but there's like different ways of looking at things.
And I'm sure there are. Not very Catholic to get a divorce. Yeah, Catholics don't really. They're not really down with that.
Well, these days.
I knew somebody. Steven says that's probably valuable. There are a lot of photographs of Jesus from that time. I just described things weird. It was just
a little card that they give you.
It looked like a photograph.
With Arco, you never
Now
know.
I wish I had the damn thing to show you, because it looks like a damn photograph. It looks like those ones that you get from with the painted background and stuff.
Right.
When you go to like a photo place and they have those backdrops and stuff.
It's just
It kind of
little cards that when you take Holy Communion and stuff. But anyway, yes, Art was not lying. The chandelier did swing for a long time.
Unnaturally long time.
Yeah.
And that thing was heavy. And also I told him this, see, I try to use the facts. Okay. The table's big, right?
Yeah.
And you would have a really hard time reaching
right.
and touching it.
It's a circular table. It's a round table.
Right.
So you know how rectangular tables, it's more narrow, but this table is 91 inches across. It's huge.
Yeah, it's really big. And can you reach it? You'd have to really lean over, right?
Yeah, but I do have to stand on tippy toes and lean way over.
Right. So it would have been really awkward. You wouldn't just randomly bump it. You would have to really go out of your way to bump it.
I would have known.
Right. And then there was nothing really tall enough in there for you to bump it with.
Right.
And then if you did, we probably would have heard some kind of sound, which we didn't. And I was looking right at it when it started moving. It was completely stationary. That's the scary part. It was completely stationary. And then it started moving.
Yeah, I did not see it. I had my back to it coming out of the room when and his face was pretty spooked,
It's like that.
Just like that.
I was like,
do you guys see what I put up with?
Oh, shoot. Marcus is saying there's only one thing we can do is sell the house.
And he's got a buyer. Him. But
it was crazy, right? It was nuts.
Now I did look up, and Texas does get earthquakes.
I mentioned that.
And they what I read said that they're usually around a 3-point, but they've had more in the past. I forget how many years it said, But a 3-point earthquake we might not have felt, but it might have been enough to make the chandelier move.
But
The
nothing
weird
else in the
thing-
house did.
Right. But the weird thing is that it just wouldn't stop.
Right. Because we've experienced the big sharp ones in California that just boom, like they just hit like that, right? And then the ones that
rolling.
roll,
Right.
and those ones can make things move for a long period of time.
Right.
But you feel them. You physically feel them. We didn't feel anything. And the only thing that was moved was that.
Yeah. Nothing else.
Nothing
moved,
else in the
no
house.
Other sounds. Yeah.
No, nothing. Yeah. It was crazy. You guys, like, it was probably the craziest thing I've ever witnessed, because I was looking right at it when it started to move. That's the crazy part. I found videos of other, like, they just called it supernatural or paranormal lamps moving, like big chandeliers.
Uh-huh.
So
When
apparently it happens, but they had video of it, but it still doesn't prove it.
Right, because if somebody is up above the chandelier and you're rocking your body back and forth, I have heard that it can make a chandelier start to sway, which was why I was like, Art, let's go upstairs.
Yeah, we checked. We were like, we did our due diligence. We didn't just go, oh gosh, it's a ghost.
Right.
You know, we looked around for things and there was nothing. Hardware Wars says earthquakes in Texas doubled in 2021. Scientists cite years of oil companies injecting sludgy water underground.
Huh. Oh, interesting.
There's no drilling that I know of even close to this area, but you never know. So one thing we should do while we're having lunch is look up and see if there were any earthquakes, because you looked that night,
Yeah.
the
but I
news,
didn't
and there
see
was
any.
nothing.
But I haven't looked again.
Yeah.
But
Oh, Horror Mike says, hey, we're going to check. Have you checked the seismic activity during the night? We checked last night when it was happening, but we didn't
no,
check.
Saturday night.
Oh, yeah, Saturday night. I'm sorry. During that night, if it's weak, what is it? If it's a weak, deep quake
of
or
course,
tremor, Pam is right. You might not feel it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
I think that's the
fans,
most likely,
I do too.
other than
because
a
I
ghost.
have never felt anything here. And like I said, our house in Corona, I didn't like walking around that house at night, even though we were the one and only owners. But this house, I have never felt anything.
I've been in quakes before, and something that would move that lamp like it did, we would have felt it. Well-read comic says Art seems more scared about it than his wife. How dare you? How dare you? I was stoic. I was brave last night. I didn't run away screaming like a girl.
Though he did make me come up the stairs first.
I did
And
not.
on the way up, he said, I will not go in a room first. I will not go in a room last. I will not go looking for any fuse boxes.
No drilling there, but the Woodlands was founded and created, founded
By the creator
by the
of
creator of
fracking.
fracking.
Huh.
Yeah, there's a lot of oil offices in like the company, the corporate offices and stuff here. But as far as I know, there's no, drilling or fracking.
Are you guys all telling your ghost stories?
No, I'm just telling this. Oh, come on, the ghost and Mr. Chicken. You guys suck.
Oh,
I remember that movie from when I was a kid.
Arrow, no.
Oh, that was your new present. Yeah, his new.
Oh, show them what he did.
Well, it's all wet. He ripped up. What is this? Like a cozy for a cup?
Yes, a lady in my Bible study group made all the ladies one of these, and I just got it last night.
Yeah, well, we get occasional earthquakes in my neck of the woods. Last time we had one, I looked up if my town had any quakes, and it reported several people feeling it. Well, we're going to do that at lunch.
Arrow.
This epic journey has just begun. Satan's puppy.
Oh, he not well.
Oh, it's the haunted cozy.
Actually.
Time to spank the pup or the dog.
He's actually a good boy.
He's
Most of the time.
getting better. We do call him Poochifer for a reason, though. All right, you guys. Well, thank you so much. I had a blast. Thanks for letting me tell my ghost story. You guys make up your own mind whether you think it's a quake, whether you think it's actually paranormal activity. Pamela brought a whole, Catholic priest into the story, which, I forgot about. So, yeah, who knows?
And thank you guys, drop it, for all the birthday wishes. Thank you so much.
Okay, wow. Randy says, during winter here in Canada, I get ice quakes where we have sudden cracking of frozen soil. Oh, shit.
Wow,
that
I
seems
didn't know.
scary.
That
Seems
bizarre.
frightening. It is, we are getting, it is cooling down, and this house actually does make like some sounds when it goes from like hot to cold, but it didn't even make we didn't hear any sounds.
No, it was just suddenly.
Oh shit. RT scaredy cat. I hate you guys. Pam gave the story structure. How dare you? I told a great story. That's it, Pedro. You just made the list.
Well, I wish these guys would put up their favorite, something that's happened to them.
Pamela gave the story structure. The T-Bear Manor. Oh, shit. Sean says, thanks, Pam, for looking after art. You guys suck. I knew I should have killed this stream like 10 minutes ago.
Oh, shoot.
You do have a nice hat, though. Well, thanks for that. At least somebody still is on my side. Oh, thank you, Roland. Pamela told the story. Art told facts.
Okie dokie.
Why is Art's lip quivering?
Scaredy bear.
No! No!
Oh, I love that.
You guys suck. Suck it. Suck up. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that
Oh,
was
okay. It was a blip after the Chrono Mechanics fixed something. Yeah.
Ah, I like that.
Yes, Andy Smith is launching tonight, and we are going to go live with it on the King Show on Ethan's stream. I believe it's 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. No, it's 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. It's 6 o'clock our time, right? Yeah, I usually go on at 6. Yeah, so it's 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Stop. Why is that Disneyland thing turning on the wall? It's not. It's
you
not.
never know.
Well, I'm looking at it right now. It's not. All right, you guys. Well, thanks again. Take care. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you later tonight.
Bye, guys.